I got word that I will not be getting stage time of any kind at anthrocon this year.
I am Michael Ringtail, your human observer, coming to you from the Lemur Talks channel. To the Ranting GRyphon, cut from anthrocon this year. No specific reason given, but there are two possibilities. One, the staff felt like not enough people were coming to his shows and he is not enough of a draw. Or two, they feel like they are at risk for backlash due to some superficial controversies involving the Ranting GRyphon comedian. Since I have no stake in the human race and enjoy watching things from afar, I haven't seen his show since 2009. However, I wouldn't have anything to say if 2 was simply cut for whatever reason, but the sudden uproar of outrage and celebration has driven me to comment on this. So the board of directors at this convention took a vote and decided not to have him do a show this year. Whatever their reasoning was, it's their decision. They have every right to run their business how they want, even if I don't agree with it. This video is not directed at any board of directors specifically, though I will address why I think it was a bad idea later. Instead, this is more of addressing the reaction to this decision and what likely led to their conclusion. I came across a lot of posts like this. 2 is a terrible person, fuck him, no value was lost. And I asked the Humies why. And so they pointed me to a number of things. A video he made 6 years ago about cyberbullying.
The whole world done fucked up and didn't raise their kids for them properly, so now they gotta get up off their asses and be parents, and oh, they don't like that, do they? So abra-fucking-cadabra, now we have cyberbullying laws. I'm not making this shit up, it's happening right now.
His Twitter post about Detroit, some comments that were probably 6 years old themselves regarding suicide, and his video on transgender bathroom laws.
Oh shit! Hot button issue! Sensitive topic alert! Now he's gonna say a bunch of shit just to piss people off.
So first he put up some image relating to creationism, asking where all the transitional species are, to which 2 replied, the answer is Detroit, pointing out how most people in Detroit are uneducated morons. And he used to live in Detroit himself. Because the majority of the population has black skin in Detroit, it's automatically labeled as racist white supremacy at work.
You see, this state is a majority white state, a civilized Christian state. Unlike California, where they let the zoo animals walk free.
The transgender video, he talks about how legislation is not needed for trans people to use the bathroom, that they already have the right to use the bathroom, just not wherever they want.
Being able to choose the bathroom you go into is not a right. It's a special privilege for one small group of people, and that's not equality. So this taking away rights and struggle for equality bit, that's bullshit. It needs to be called out, and it needs to stop.
He then goes on to say why and how the laws against transgenders fall into the batshit insanely stupid category.
These bathroom laws I'm talking about are absolutely fucking mental. I don't support them in any way because they're the most retarded shit ever. They say that by law, you have to use the bathroom of the gender that you were born. That means that somebody who looks like this is legally forced to use the woman's bathroom. And no shit, that is a transgender guy.
He makes jokes at the expense of trans people, rape victims, anyone who's suicidal, etc. He's a terrible person. He's compared gender correction surgery to someone getting surgery to slant their eyes to call themselves Chinese. I could go on. Fuck 2. Now this is the most clear-cut thing I've gotten so far. Well, the trans thing, sure, it may be an ignorant statement. I have yet to encounter someone doing the surgery and then changing their mind per se, though I think a lot of people have heard such things, and maybe there are some examples I'm not aware of. I wouldn't be surprised though to find someone changing their ethnicity because they identify with that ethnicity. Oh wait, there she is. That however doesn't make someone transphobic and hates trans people and doesn't want them to exist or have their rights. He makes jokes at the expense of trans people, rape victims, anyone who's suicidal. Anyone who's suicidal. If you're depressed and suicidal, 2 is right there making fun of you, specifically you. You do know that he is a comedian, right? By that logic, George Carlin and Doug Stanhope should have been protested out of existence long ago.
Say you can't joke about something because it's not funny. Comedians run into that shit all the time. Like rape, they'll say you can't joke about rape. Rape's not funny. I say, fuck you, I think it's hilarious. How do you like that? I I can prove to you that rape is funny. Picture Porky Pig raping Elmer Fudd. See, hey, why do you think they call him Porky, huh?
And then there is this DVD cover related to a show he did in Germany of his animated persona dressed as an SS soldier. So that means he is a Nazi and wants to genocide the Jews? So is that all you got? Really? I mean, is he also a terrible person for all the charity events he hosted? Is he a terrible person for all the free entertainment he provided to people? Now again, the reason is not clear as to why 2 is gone this year.
I have not been given the reason or reasons why I was not given a show this year. It could be a lot of things.
I don't think it's because he didn't have the supportive audience. This is just my observation, but when I went to anthrocon, Midwest Fur Fest, Furry Connection North, when he had a show going on, people were lined up end to end, waiting to see him. The few shows I did go to, whatever place he was, it was packed. I'm leaning towards the idea the board didn't want the scrutiny. Now, if they didn't like him for whatever reason, that's fine, but if it was mainly due to public outcry from a bunch of whiny, spineless cunts, fuck this decision. It's their decision to make, but I disagree with it. Are there any organizations out there that isn't superstitious based with some balls? Chick-fil-A and Hobby Lobby are shit companies I would never give my money to. Well, I don't have money, I'm a lemur, and I don't have a job. But you have to agree that they made a stand, the wrong stand, against opposition. This all goes back to PewDiePie, Milo, JonTron, the Angry Nerd. It's like they don't care if the bad press is legit. If it's bad press, then you're out. Now I'm still going to AC and so is 2, despite this. And we both agree that the best approach is to email the board of directors and ask them why he has no show, why he should have a show or not, in a professional manner. I'm not going to have some personal hate or vendetta against people I don't know, exercising their right to decide what goes and doesn't go on at their convention. One can simply decide themselves not to go. For me, I never went specifically for a show, so I'll still be going, leaping along the sidelines. And this is just my subjective opinion, but pretending 2 doesn't have a show here at anthrocon or anywhere else. I don't see anyone taking his place anytime soon. I may be out of the loop and lost the plot, being a lemur, but a lot of the shit I've seen from other people is this vanilla lighthearted crap that would be fit for Full House on the Family Channel. Apparently, if you are a comedian, unless you talk about how funny it is that straight white people have so much privilege, then you are done when it comes to the mass college millennials. I learned my lesson when it comes to groupthink and taking comments and videos as personal attacks when it comes to discussing topics that relate to me. What you humans showed me so far does not call for blanket statements. Calling someone transphobic because he doesn't think legislation needs to be passed for transgenders to use the bathroom of their sex. There wasn't any legislation needed for gay marriage, just the overturning of legislation that was already passed by conservative Christians. Same thing here. What do we have left when you are always one step away from a protest because you might say something that hurts someone's feelings? Do people even want to talk and discuss things anymore? It seems like people get attached to some ideology, and when someone doesn't fit that ideology to a T, then it's, you're a racist, you're an SJW, you're a heathen, you're a heretic, you're a homophobe. These statements no longer carry any weight. Does anyone even know what real racism, transphobia, or homophobia looks like in action anymore? Calling someone racist because he made some pick about Detroit. Well, yeah, I can see how this can be interpreted as a racist statement, sure, but does that make the person the equivalent of someone who says, "Fuck niggers"? Oh shit, that was TJ, the amazing atheist, saying that. Or was there some context to that statement that I just left out? I wonder. And while I'm at it, stereotypes in movies is not the same thing as some white hooded ape man looking to burn a cross in the local black guy's lawn. At least not anymore. Stereotypes in movies are an annoyance at best, like having a pimple on your dick. It hurts too much to pop, so you just let it take care of itself when you get your next blowjob. If a lot of gay characters or black characters start looking and sounding the same from movie to movie, then that is just lazy, poor writing at this point. No one is going to portray gay people as inherent child molesters, unless they're Jack Chick. But by that same logic that people are using today, Lafayette from True Blood is a negative stereotype for wearing lip gloss and earrings and being gay at the same time.
Who ordered the hamburger with age?
I ordered the hamburger deluxe.
Well, all you gotta do is say, hold the age. Here. Eat it. Whoa! Bitch, you come in my house, you gonna eat my food the way I fucking make it. Do you understand me? Tip your waitress.
This is racist.
Eat that watermelon, eat that watermelon, eat that watermelon. Surely is good. Eat that watermelon, eat that watermelon, eat that watermelon. Surely is good.
And funny as fuck to me. Real homophobia is someone carving fag and a derpy swastika into your car. It's gay conversion therapy. It's pastors and politicians passing laws that hinder your freedom. Limiting access to medications that can prevent and treat HIV. Going into a place fearing for your life because of who you are. It's not a comedian, an entertainer making jokes about people killing themselves over cyberbullying, which people have lost the meaning of, or rape jokes. Or having a cartoon done of themselves dressed as a Nazi, relating to a show they did in Germany. Transphobia involves laws being passed to stop trans people from basically using the bathroom they look like they should be fucking using, claiming that it's to stop harassment, when in fact, when you have someone like this going into a bathroom, you're only going to encourage harassment. It's not someone accidentally misgendering you or not recognizing that you identify sexually as an attack helicopter.
I sexually identify as an attack helicopter. If you can't accept me, you're a heliphobe and need to check your vehicle privilege.
I'm aware this sort of evolved into something bigger than a person I liked being snubbed from an event, probably for only 1 year. He could probably be back next time. I felt this just feeds into this problem where we live in a world where the massive, angry, stupid public wants you to just be a dancing clown when it comes to entertainment. Never speak your opinions, never make a joke about a sensitive topic, never risk expressing a possible ignorance that could be corrected. Just shut up and be a funny clown. Don't say or do anything that might make people react. If they react, they might think. If you make people think, they might have to talk to each other. And why do that when you can simply just call someone a racist, homophobic, misogynist and stop any discussion dead in its tracks? I'm Michael Ringtail, your human observer, watching you masturbate from the ceiling. Good day.
I don't support any kind of protest or disruption for anthrocon this year at all. Please don't do that. That's not going to solve anything, and it's going to wind up causing a lot of difficulties for a lot of people who have nothing to do with this.